Welcome back, beauties, to another video of mine today. So I'm going to be doing these short duckies. I've been wanting to do these sets for a long time. So let's get right into it. So from the poly gel experience, that came off quick, so I just popped them things off. And here, since it was just like not even a week, I went ahead and did the Gel X Ducky tips that I had already. I did my original process, which is the tips, and then I did my cuticles as well, and then I went ahead and did my filing, all that good jazz, and then my I did the Gel X. Now I do experiment on other things as far as, you know, putting the Gel X tips and all that on. So they have different materials and different things that you can do to put or have your Gel X tips on there. You can do like the clay, it looks like the gray clay, and then there's also the, you know, actual gel itself, so, or the gel base. So I actually did the gel itself, and so I made sure I filed down the tips to have it stick. I did my dehydrator and my primer. So here I did file it down. I did the top and bottom part. So I did my filing, and I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, but I did my filing first, so that way I can get it to where the bonded good. So this is the dehydrator I put on first after filing my nail bed, and then I cured it for 90 seconds. Then I did my, not cured it, sorry, I let it dry for 90 seconds, and then I did my primer. I did that for another 90 seconds, and then I filed my tips down. And as you can see, this is a product. I did not push it. I do see where some creators, they do push the tips all the way back to the cuticles, but I didn't. I left a little gap in between, and this is the gel that I was talking about. I got it from Shein. It does hold well, so I did it for my the bondant to hold my nail in my nail bed, and then I also used it as the gel top for my nails for these duckies. I experiment with a lot of things. I try to do it differently. You know, you don't have to always go by the book. You can just, when it comes to safety, yes, but as far as the materials and creating your beautiful nails, I don't always go by the book. I always tend to be a little rebellious, so I guess that's what got me in trouble growing up. But anywho, so I did not file it down. I did the filing on the outside of my nails as well, like the top part, so that way the gel can stick. So I'm doing a little something different, and I found out this works a little bit better for me. So I'm going over and filing the top of my nails so that way the gel can stick. So this, I know it shows like I'm barely touching it. I'm being very gentle, you know, like gentle parenting. That's not the case. So I was having trouble filing it, and I should have used like a regular filer, but I didn't want to, just being lazy. So it was kind of challenging because every time I tried to file it down a little bit, the nail filer got caught on the edge, you know, the pointy area of the duck nails. So that kind of got me irritated. It is rough as far as trying to create content and then do your nails, because me, just the way my vision is, I have to have it up close and personal. So trying to have it adjusted to where the camera angle is good, to where it can, you know, coexist with you doing your nails as far as the view. So it is kind of rough, but I'm working on it. I'm working with what I have. Don't judge me, but it's just like any other beginner. So I'm jeweling off view, and I was trying so hard to try to maintain it, and it was a struggle, but we prevailed. So as you can see, I'm just filing the top down. Again, you see how my nail has a little white speck, so that's where the drill met my finger when I was trying to file down just the top of the tip. So This was actually a little bit easier for me. It did help me file down, especially giving me like a good start on where I want to place, um, do the beginning of my gel tip, because I've noticed a lot of nail um, artists and nail techs, they do leave a little gap between the cuticle and the actual nail bed itself. So I was able to kind of trim that down. I did find something that I worked with as far as a technique. It's always a technique. You want to make sure it's the right angle. I can't really tell you. You would have to work, if you're a beginner, you would have to do trial and error, see what works for you, because what you see, it's just an example. It's kind of like an inspo. You just get to the groove of things of how you want it. So I learned, like these nail bits though, I've noticed that some, let the hardcore ones, the ones that have like the actual, it looks like a spike to it, I don't know what it's called, so forgive me, but the rub edges, those actually work better, especially when you're working with gel X tips. Like this type of bit, as far as it's the giving of the sand paper, that's more for your natural nails. This will, to me personally, does not work well with nail tips. It's the one that has like a rougher teeth to it. So I went ahead and I filed it all down just to get it off camera angle, to get it good where how I want it. And as you can see, this is the finished product as far as that step. Now, the next stage I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this nail polish I've gotten from one of my local nail supply stores. When I've seen it, this is a glitter gel nail, and I loved it. It's the way it shimmers. It's purple, but it has like a blue accent to it. Very beautiful. I love it. I did 2 coats, sometimes 3, just depending if it was like the thickness to it. Now I'm just starting off brushing. I am doing like a Frenchy tip type, so I'm just following my original nail tip just to kind of get it going, give me a desired length, because your nail does grow out. I know this is gonna last because I've done this plenty of times with these gel X tips, but I just want to make sure it does, when it grows out a little bit, it does last. So I did come up a little bit as far as outlining with my original fingertip. So again, out of camera view, I went ahead and did a touch up with my thin brush. Just got like the excess of the nail gel that I did, and just kind of smoothing out the surfaces, making sure there's no lumps, no air bubbles, and just trying to get that Frenchy to perfection. And with me, I don't know if anyone else is, it's like, if the line is not, it's like doing an eyeliner, right? Me personally, is like, if the line doesn't work, I'm gonna go up again and keep going until I perfected it. But luckily, I did not have to restart over, get any acetone, and just wipe it off. So that's the finished product for the paint, the Gel X glitter. So now I've cured it for 90 seconds. And I actually have one of those single lamp LED lights, UV light. That's like a clip-on. I got it from Shein too. I love it because it dries quick. So that I'm doing over, I'm going to do these gold flakes. I thought it was going to be really cute. And I've got so much of these gold flakes, y'all. It's not even funny. I've done so many gold flakes on my previous nail sets, and I still have so much. And again, I got that from Shein. So I'm doing with the Gel X, the gel is just doing like a thin color, nothing too big, so that way when I cure this over, it'll actually hold it in place, and then I can go back over it again. So kind of like doing encapsulation in a way, I guess you could say it is. So I'm not really doing anything in particular. I'm just making it into a line, something cute, nothing too fancy, putting it to the side, something different, not your typical where you would place, your gold flakes at. And I thought it came out pretty good. So I cured that for again 90 seconds, but the lamp that I was using, it cured in like 10 seconds, not even 5 at the most. But so I'm doing another layer of this gel, and this is actually a soak off, so this is actually good. I love anything that's soak off because it's easier to just leave it there and let the acetone do its work and dissolve it. But sometimes I had came across where the acetone doesn't work. So that's the first layer of the gel after the gold flakes. So now I'm going to do it again because I'm getting ready to do rhinestones. And this actually works as a bondant too for my rhinestones. So these rhinestones I bought, I thought it went perfect with the coloring. As you can see, it does have an accent of blue and purple with gold. I bought these from Shein as well. As you see from my previous video, these were the ones that I were waiting on. I love these. I have so many other ones too as well. I just can't wait to use it. So I'm going over with another thin layer just because sometimes those gold flakes, I have a hard time. I don't know how they perfect it. I guess it's a technique, but I would have like a little bit of some kind of like a little bit of a bumpiness to it after curing it. So I did go over just to make sure the top part was smoothed out. I also did it upside down just to make sure, it ran through my apex to have it to where it's that thickness. And it didn't run on the sides of my fingernails. So that does help, just to guys let you know if you're a beginner with Gel X or gel. Just turn your finger upside down for maybe up to 2-3 seconds. Let it just run down and form, and you're good to go. And then just cure it for 90 seconds. So as you can see, I'm placing my rhinestones on here, and it doesn't move at all, which was surprising. I guess it just depends on the thickness of the gel that you're doing. So this gel actually works great as a bonder with your gel eggs underneath. It works for just the gel, the actual product itself, and then also for your charms or whatever you may need, you wanted to add just to do the covering. I mean, it's good for a lot of things, and I actually love this product. I actually have 2 bottles, so I'm thinking about buying some more. I do believe it's around $2-3 a bottle, which is cheap because it does actually have a good amount of product in it. So as I'm going, I usually work with tweezers because a wax pen doesn't really work for me. I tried to pick it up with the wax pen. It never seems to stick for me. And this was actually a challenge for me as far as a duck shape. I tried so hard. You can't do no regular filing like the rest of the nails to get this sharp look. And I didn't want to really go for the super sharp look because I'm handling this and I have scratched myself up a lot of times in my better half because it was too sharp on the edges. So I just kind of kept it round a little bit, but you can tell that it's a ducky set. So I went ahead and cured this for 20 seconds under that little UV light. And this is my finished product here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough. I loved making these. I actually am in love and I have been getting compliments. And so far so good. No gems has fallen. I hope you enjoyed making this set with me. I love it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And again, you guys stay beautiful. Also, don't forget to check out my other social media pages and stay tuned for the free giveaways.